exciting challenges to work on. We're working within the city of Venice, which has a well-developed, well-established set of stylistic codes. And I think approaching that as architects who typically do very contemporary modern work, we wanted to approach what was more of a historical style in a kind of a fresh contemporary way, but respect the community. So that had us looking back at, Italian architectural precedents, ways that contemporary Italian architects had kind of worked within traditional mediums. So from a design and an architectural standpoint, it had that great challenge to it. Typically, I get to be project manager on many of our larger projects. This project, Venice Library, really was a special project for me where I was project manager, project architect, so very involved from programming, public input, all the way through project completion.
So libraries play a vital role in every community, and people rely on the library for things like technology assistance, socialization, lifelong learning. Those are pieces of a library that are so critical to the life of a community. And when we were closed for a short amount of time, we really understood that people missed the experience of coming to a library. And we're just so fortunate in Sarasota County that we have a fantastic library system, wonderful buildings, a wonderful staff, and libraries are a key partner in sustaining a community and its health, its education and well-being.
Working with Sparkman on this project was an absolute pleasure. They incorporate building materials that are readily available, which makes it great for a project manager because you're able to acquire all those materials, but they put it together in a way that is maybe unexpected. For example, if you look closely at the stone cladding on the building, you'll notice that there's seashell. We worked really closely with Sparkman and the material manufacturer through several iterations of samples so that we could get the color just right, but also the amount of aggregate showing at the surface of the stone. So you can see that shell when you're standing next to the building.
We wanted to design the most efficient library we could. I think in great architecture, you have to balance the aesthetic, the design with the functional and making it work. The building, it's got sort of a tall parapet with a flat roof. So we've designed in conduits and future capability for a solar photovoltaic system on the roof. So the building could easily become a net zero building with the installation of solar panels.
If you're in the Venetian Causeway, there are certain elements of a building that you have to incorporate.
The way that we treated the arched openings on the exterior, it's a very kind of unique shaped arch, sort of comes to a slight point. Set behind that arch are a series of contemporary windows. So it really was a unique design to be able to kind of separate those two systems. Typically, you have an opening in the wall and you put the window in that opening. So that's something I worked on very closely as the project architect.
So my favorite feature of the Venice Library is when you first enter the library and you have that skylight and it's just a beautiful view, but that light that comes in through the skylight is just fantastic. So the vision for libraries in Sarasota County is that we want to be a community connector. We have 10 libraries throughout the county, and what we love doing is bringing people together around ideas, exploration, the ability to come to a library and borrow materials in a very traditional way, but also engage in lifelong learning and meeting neighbors, meeting fellow community members. So we are that anchor institution, we are a community hub, and that is our vision for the future.
Often say like a library project is, I think, in many ways the best type of project you can design because it's a space that everyone loves. It serves the community, and it offers a chance to really do beautiful architecture as well.